Hello again. Like the lineup, do you? Why this video? Well, it's like this. I've been asked 3 times now, what's the best 12 volt system, or 10 volt system, or 10.8 system, whichever your poison is on this. But they're classed as 12 volts, even though they're 10.8. So what's the best? Well, I thought in the video I kind of sort of made it a bit on the clear side, but obviously no, everybody wants a roundup. Okay then, this is the Makita system here, which actually exists with this in the emergency toolbox. This is 10 volts as well, but it's brushed. I bought the wrong one. I thought I was buying the brushless one. I jumped in feet first thinking, oh, that's cheap, I love that one. Unfortunately it turned out to be brushed. It's a bit slow, it does a job, it gets us out, and there's where the 4 amp battery sits on this one. Whereas most of the time, these 3 here sit on 2 amp batteries, and if they need a bit extra power, you just take the battery off this and put it on. So there you have that. But this is the emergency system. Are we changing it? No. And there's the first clue to the best system. Is it Milwaukee or is it Makita? But, so let's have a quick rundown. Who won what? In masonry, which reminds me about something, in masonry, this one, it even beat the 12 volt drill, the 18 volt drill from DeWalt. It beat that one. Oh yeah, sorry for making mistakes before in the videos that I made on these systems, but it gets very confusing at times. Right, back to this. So at 1, it beat this. But then when it came putting screws in, this you could push over the edge, and that's another key. Then when it boils down to the impact test, believe it or not, this actually has got a bit more oomph in it than what this is. And this is 135 newton meters of torque, and this is 130. Notice I got it right this time. I put the 100 in. So anyway, and I think I also made a mistake on how deep it went down. I think this went a bit deeper with the 25mm bit and not the Milwaukee. But it doesn't matter. They both did actually pretty well at that, because they were going down a long way and there was a whole lot of material to remove out of the way. I reckon you could probably do that test again and you probably get a different result on that test anyway, so we won't worry about it. But one thing that did get missed off of that test with these two was the masonry, and I'm on about these bits here, if you know what they are. Yeah, the DeWalt and the Bosch. I didn't do that test on these two because on the impacts, because it was raining at the time and I couldn't do it. It's not been raining today, and I went outside and I took a 6mm off these and a 6mm off these ones, right? And the surprise? Well, let's see what you think then. Okay then, let's go and have a look at that. See, I do wear different clothes now and again. I'm not always stuck in the same clothes. See, look, I've got my Danger Milton t-shirt on. Yeah, I know, Danger Mouse. Anyway, this is the same brick here that we actually used for doing the screwdrivers when I tried them out with masonry with this bit. And of course today we're going to try the DeWalt bit. This is the Bosch, that's the DeWalt bit. Quite a difference in size. Okay, so Makita up first. I'll just go in with these bits. Okay, and I'll bring the camera in a bit closer now. Okay, Milwaukee up next. That was the Makita. Alright. Remember, this is a soft brick. Surprise, surprise. Right, we'll switch. We'll try the DeWalt bit for a laugh. We'll see if there's any difference. Mind, it's a longer bit, so it's got to be awkward to try and put it into a similar distance. Right, DeWalt bit. Oh, the DeWalt bit's a lot harder. Okay then, the walk bit and the Milwaukee. Let's come down a bit on that in there. Yeah, one more. Yeah, the first two, it was kind of hard to tell, right, which one went in quicker, but when you move to the DeWalt you can tell. So what we'll do now is we'll move to the harder one, this one here, which the percussion ones were doing, which is the Makita, the DeWalt and the Milwaukee. Right, I've now moved down to this harder one here. Let's see if it makes a difference. Let's check, one of them chicken do it, didn't they? Right. It was this one here. The Milwaukee actually still did it. So let's try it. Right. Switch now. Milwaukee. Actually, I was surprised how easy that was. It was easier than using the percussion. Right, just over for it. Makita one. Oh, right, so now we'll switch. We'll use the DeWalt bit. I know what the outcome's got to be in this. Definitely know. It's in. Right, so we'll go to here, I think. DeWalt bit's collapsed out. I'll remember which hole that is. I'll try sticking the Bosch bit into it, see what actually happens. Right, we'll go slightly further over. This is the Milwaukee with the DeWalt bit. Is it going to hit? Right, we'll try this one. Nah, not doing it. So we'll try the Makita now, and it's the one that it actually was doing, which was this one here. No, they're far too hard for them. There is something really hard in that one. Anyway then, we've seen that test now. Couldn't do it before, as I said, because it was raining out here the night of the test. Okay. Switch off. Okay, now you've seen it. Basically speaking, the Bosch is better. The DeWalt are adequate. You got to remember, these are about £6, these are about £18. So basically, I'm not going to go through the sizes. You get between 4 and up to 8mm on these ones, and you get 8mm in these ones as well. You go from 4? No, you go from 5.5, 5.5 and up to 8mm. Right, so there's your pricing. They're about £6 as I say, and these are about £18. They are better, I must admit. Right, then we've done that. Right. So we know then that these two categories here can actually do masonry work with these bits, and you better off buying the Bosch because they do it. The DeWalt bits are okay, they will work, but cheap, fine, they'll do the job. Now, so what is the best? Really you're going down to things like how they perform on their impact modes, how controllable they are, the handles. Well, this has got a neat little feature on it which I showed you. Whereas it has a slow start which speeds up, and you can stop it again and restart it again to bed the screw properly into place. if you get good with this one here, then in that case then you won't really need that, and I'm pretty sure you probably could get pretty good with this one and do it. Power wise, that one. Pushing them over the limit, Makita one. You can push the Makitas way over the limit, whereas the Milwaukees, if you want the safety aspect and you want it to last you a long time, and because you've got to be pushing it hard at times, then the Milwaukee is definitely a system for you. Because this, you could be pushing it over its limit and eventually it could actually give up on you, burn out the motor, just generally break down and you put too much stress at the battery, and that's it, gone. So anyway, handles. The Makitas have nice handles, there is no two ways about it. I really do like them at the handles on them. The Milwaukees have got a handle where, because the battery runs up inside, it gets fat at the bottom. Some of you might not like this, but that's the way things are. It's not a bad design for a handle. I mean, we're used to it because of the Stanley Fat Max range. It had that type of handle in it, so what? The other thing is, with the Makita, is the trigger. It's got that little gentle start, and then you pull it a bit further and then it goes into full speed mode. Where you're kind of used to it, so it doesn't really bother us. And let's face it, most of us, most of the time anyway, just pull the trigger full speed anyway, so what does that matter? Although the Milwaukees do have a bit more controllability over them on this side of it, and they all have nice triggers right through. The other thing that you might consider is a bonus. The Milwaukees do seem to have brighter lights, so no point me trying to prove this now to you now, because it just isn't going to work. The cameras that I'm using aren't that good to pick that up, so we'll scrap that here. But I will say the Milwaukees are brighter by a little bit. Compactness, Makita win. But the thing is, these are classed as compacts anyway, so fine. And I must admit, we had 2 amp battery put into them. You could probably get them in small places, but the winner in the smallest category is definitely this one here, because it is absolutely unbelievably small for its size compared with this. And of course you got your weight as well, your weight factor. See, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. This goes back so I don't knock anything flying. So this is what you're running on, and of course you might be one of these that are a bit fussy about your smoothness, so selecting your equipment and all the rest of it. Milwaukees are really good. These are a bit clunkier, I suppose, a bit more manual. They both have ring selectors on the drills to select your most between hammer, drill and screw driving, so that's okay. The Milwaukees, to get your forward and reverse, is a little bit harder for us with smaller hands, right enough. But the Makitas, no problem at all. They do the job absolutely great, like. And at the end of this, so what is the best? I think it's up to you to decide what you want. If you're biased against Milwaukee, then you've got to buy this. Because as far as I know, at the moment, these are the only brushless 10-volt systems out there. So if you're making a choice, you've got to make it either because you're biased against them, or you're biased against them, or you don't like it because they're a bit too small and toyish, which I proved by this one here, by pushing it down the stairs twice. Yes, I did that test twice, because I couldn't get the other camera to actually switch on when I wanted it. So I thought, right, I'll just run it down the stairs twice and make it look like it at the same time. It's actually 2 separate times it went down the stairs. Oh, so if you're asking me which one I would prefer, I've just said it. This is staying in the emergency box. Is the Makita range. I'm not going to take this out and start running with this when we're set up for this to work in the toolbox, because it's slightly smaller, it all fits in. And I'm not buying a jigsaw just to go along with this system. So what's the point of carrying 2 sets of batteries around in it and having another charger? Mind you, we don't really carry the charger anyway, so what am I complaining about that for? But this one here is my special favourite. This one is the one I would want to be clipped on my belt most of the time for going around. The others don't like it. My dad and my sons all like the Milwaukee range. It's quite a surprise. It feels better in their hand. They say it's a lot more sturdy, a lot more butcher. Fine, that's what you want, that's fine. This does feel a bit weak, it does feel a bit sort of underpowered. It won't really do the job. But I proved that it can actually do it, and it can actually give these ones here quite a good run for their money. I mean, these all are rated at higher power than what these are, and yet the safety systems come onto these too quick and cut them out. And again, if safety systems is something you want and you want your equipment to run longer, and if you do have other people that use it, to stop the idiots from wrecking it, the safety systems are brilliant, because they'll just come in and cut out and say, well, we're not going to do it, end of story. Whereas these, you can push them over the limit. So my category wise is Milwaukee, the drill. It won, hands down, no problem. Impact, sorry, Makita got that one. Makita was definitely the best impact. It did show this one, and it's got more features on it as well, so fine. But this has got the best chuck on it, because, and so is this one here. They all have one-handed chucks on them, so they went on that category as well, you see. So there you are, you see. No matter which way you do this, it's always, oh yeah, this got better this, and it's got better that on it. Screwdriving category, yes, this is a damn good screwdriver here. This one, I must admit, it is good. I prefer that one, all the rest in the group prefer this. In actual fact, the Milwaukee, from the four of us, which is between me, my dad and my two sons, they all prefer this. I've got an inkling for this, but I'm not taking it out of the emergency toolbox. The Makita stands. The Milwaukee, fine, it's okay, it's great, it's super. So to decide on which one is the best, it's you that'll have to decide which one's the best. Are you biased against colours, the make, no, excuse to the brand, whatever. And it's just a pity DeWalt themselves didn't actually have a brushless system, because then that would have been even more fun, because that would have been good. But again, they haven't. All they've got is a brushed system, so I don't think that's fair to put them up against the brushless systems, especially the way these did perform. They did perform well. You're splitting hairs on which is the best, to be honest with you. I can't really make a decision. The only decision I'm making, I'm not taking the Makita out of the emergency toolbox. Someday we'll go through the emergency toolbox and I'll show you what's in there. And to start making room for it, to put the Milwaukee in, it means I probably will have to buy another box. Have you seen the size of this Milwaukee system compared with this? It is quite big. So, and then it means moving, because this will have to go with us, and it'll, I thought we'd buy another jigsaw. Come on, how many bits of tools do you want us to buy? My dad bought this and this. I bought that, and this has been going on for ages in the toolbox. For now, how many months now? 4, 5, 6, 8 months now. This has been running for an emergency toolbox. So I'm sorry, no. Anyway, again, you try to sort it out. Mission Impossible. Winner of the drill category was this. Winner of the impact was that. These two, very close. This wins on compactness. This wins really because it's quite nice to use. But again here, I don't think there is a winner between these two, barring the fact that this is compact and I like it. So that's my favourite, that one. Okay then, goodbye now. Thanks for watching. I'm called Milton, channel's called Little Milto. Subscribe if you want. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you want to leave comments below, it's up to you. Okay then, bye now. And next time, what I'll be doing is, what will I be going on about next time? Probably something to do with drilling holes in walls again. Okay then, bye now.